to just breathe in, breathe out, and have some fun. Lissetti has decided to give us a few interesting things to talk about that none of us know what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting. Caitlin has joined us once again because we loved her so much, and well, we were like, it's better to have two Caitlins than one, right? So here she is. The questions that we're going to have are going to be fun, personal questions so that you guys get to know us more. The second session is going to be Would You Rather, Pop Culture Edition. And then the last one's going to be just general, like, pop culture questions. Just general questions of things that we should know and not know. It's going to really expose just how some of us aren't really up to date. Me. So let's see how this goes. Lissetti, take the stand.
Yes, so just like correction, so the last session is a pop culture quiz. It's a quiz. So I'm really excited about that one because I feel like my co-hosts are not like the most pop culture people.
Why to expose us?
When it comes to like the nerdy stuff, they're very well acquainted, but the pop culture stuff, I feel like there's gap, so it's gonna be fun when they get the answers wrong. But so first session we started with personal questions, and I've collected a couple fun questions, very interesting questions. Not the normal questions probably some of these questions you've never heard before. That's kind of like the vibes that I'm excited for. So the very first question is, what's the funniest thing that has ever happened to you on a vacation?
Ooh, funniest thing that's ever happened to me on a vacation.
Yes, you need to think about this one.
I almost died.
Yes, the psychopath from the previous episode finds almost dying funny. So we're on board.
It was the end of grade 7. It was my uncle's wedding in Port Shepstone, which is in KZN.
Yes.
And I was there, obviously. We stayed for an extra few weeks. We went to this place called RB Gorge, went on a hike, which takes you to the bottom of the gorge, which is where the hike ends. But you can also hike up the rocks going up to the waterfall in the gorge. This is all in our huge hole in the earth, right? So my cousin, my uncle and I are hiking. We left everybody down there. We are hiking up these rocks, and as it gets closer to the waterfall, you know that the rocks get more slippery. Yeah, I literally almost slipped over the cliff. I put my foot on a rock, I turned upside down, my cousin caught me by my ankles, my uncle by my shoulders, and I was right next to the edge. If I had fallen, we were extremely high up. I was like,
but it was funny. Lost by Caitlin.
It was funny.
Cool. Nah, I'd be traumatized. I'd never hike on a cliff ever again.
Hectic. This is
very...
It is
traumatic.
Yeah, we almost died.
I was more afraid of the snakes under the rocks anyway, but like...
That is the
To be fair, snakes are scary, so that's...
What's the funniest thing that happened to you, Lay?
So I'm really like rifling through these memories, like what is really funny. So I'll talk about last December. So we weren't on vacation, but we were on... Oh, actually, technically, yeah, we were in Mulder's Drift, so that counts. So my cousin was getting married, and she's a politician. And my grandmother, so she was like unable to go because of her physical condition. But my grandmother was really on this... If Cyril is going to be at the wedding, I'll be there. So, like, we're all like, Nani, I don't think Cyril will, like, make it to the wedding.
Like...
Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yeah.
She's a wedding. Imagine man shows up.
I don't know why, but Granny doesn't love that man.
No,
my grandma
she
doesn't like
to see him so that she could, like, give him the rundown. Like,
oh, damn, okay,
this is
never
what
mind.
you're doing wrong, this is what you need to step up, sir.
Damn, okay, I thought it was like a fan thing, but it's like, damn, okay.
And then, like, so as it turned out, at one of the wedding events, they printed out and displayed this letter that Cyril had actually written to the bride and groom, like, thanks for the invitation, but I'm not gonna be there.
Wow.
And my grandmother was just straight up like, coward.
He's a coward. What else would he be?
But it's like so awkward. It's like, I don't know, like if the person ends up not coming, why would you put that letter there, like publish it? Like it's like, I don't know, that's just like weird.
Yeah.
So I can't think of anything funny that has happened on my vacations. I genuinely, like, it's always been fun. There's a lot of fun things that happen, like a lot, because of like how my fam is. Okay, wait. I don't know. Would it be the funniest? Two things. Well, kind of. one I don't remember, but it's one that my parents told me about, which I found funny, and then the one that I do remember, right? So the one I don't remember was apparently my dad had some business things in China and stuff, so he should take the family with, to make like a family vacation. So I don't think my brother was born at the time. We're in China, and I'm a very bubbly, happy, and I was very now how I socialize. Take that, multiply that by 20. That's how I was as a baby. I didn't care who you were. I would smile and I would come up and hug you, no matter what stranger you were. So I have a picture of me with a Chinese lady and a photo album. And when I asked my parents who she is, they're like, she's a random stranger you ran up to and just gave a hug and wanted a photo with. I was easily kidnappable, really easily kidnappable.
For real.
People were coming to touch my hair, and I was like, "Ooh, you coming? Look at my hair. Look at who I am." I was like, "Hi." And so my parents were just there like, "She's our child. She belongs to us. Please don't take her." I'm pretty sure at one point they were like, "You know what? Let's just see what she does." And then they were like, "No, actually, she might go away." But the one that I do remember was we were in Mossel Bay. And we had my little niece and nephew with us. And we decided to play a card game. Me, my dad, my mom, my brother, and my 2 nieces and nephew. Guys, to be low-key bully my mom. I love her so much, but to be low-key bully her. When she wins, she's like, "Nah, bring the big jug of water," because we were playing kaiki. So if you lost, you had to drink a giant jug of water, no ice, no nothing. So when she lost, she was like, "Yeah, bring the glass. When she lost, she was like, "Do we need the glass?" And we were all there like, "Bring that glass. Bring the big giant beer bottle glass. Bring it here. No ice, no lemon." My dad was like, "No, guys, you can't do that to your mother. Let me help your mom." I'm like, "Dad, if you help mommy, we make you drink more." My dad was like, I can't help you. I'm out of this game." We were so loud that the table next to us was like, "Yeah, she must drink the water. She must drink the water." We were like, "Yes."
Public support.
So yeah.
And that's what happened, bruh. If she wasn't being extra, then she could have avoided that fate.
Nah, love you, mom. We love you so much. But nah, guys, our whole family's extra. When we play games,
I think that kind of made it a bit easier for my mom, because I don't want to I genuinely forgot. Even though I'm the one who came up with this thing, I couldn't think of a funny enough one when I compared people almost dying and Cyril getting ripped into by Leila's grandmother. So that says, I think now, thanks to Caitlin, I actually remembered a memory. I think it was actually our first kind of family vacation. We were going to Cape Town. I think maybe I was 10 or 8 or something like that. My baby sister was 3, 4, and she was this cute little kid. And then when we came back from Cape Town and we were at the airport, and we're walking through the airport and all of that, and then I just see DJ Spoo. So me and my sister were walking together, and my parents, I think maybe they were slightly ahead of us or slightly behind us. Next thing, I just legit see DJ Spoo run and pick my sister up, and he just ran off. And at first I was confused. I was like, what the hell just happened,
Your sister got kidnapped and you just stood there confused.
And it's DJ Spoo. And at first I think at first we didn't know who it was. And then when we saw it was DJ Spoo, then we're like, "What? It's DJ Spoo!" And then it was and we were so excited, and we were just like, "Yo, can we take pictures with you? Can we take pictures?"
The man runs off with your sister, and your first thing is autograph.
Yeah, I was so excited.
DJ Spoo.
And I think at that age, it was my first time meeting a celebrity, so I was excited. I was like, "Yo!" Then we took a picture.
Who's DJ Spoo?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Yo, this is bad. Are they that young?
It reveals their age.
Do you both not know DJ Spoo?
I don't listen to South African music.
I listen to some of it.
I'm a piano house.
I don't. Oh no, I don't like
How did
piano.
How did
I
it
don't. Dude, I'm a piano.
You've never even watched friends like these?
Come on.
You can count me out from South African.
Okay, but the thing is, he's still done
I watched I don't know.
He made Mo Fire
You know who I keep up with? K-pop.
I don't keep up with nobody. I don't keep up with nobody.
I can actually feel my bones. They're just about to become really rickety. And,
Yeah,
bro, what the? I think I just
South
fractured my
Africans
hip just being in this room.
I know like Generations. I never really watched it, but like I know that stuff.
That is cancer.
I know.
You know what? They
It's
had to
Beautiful.
come home from school,
Bold
eat
and
supper
Beautiful.
in front of SABC2 and watch Generations or
Yeah.
Scandal.
But
But like we never watched it. I'm not a
Yeah.
Netflix kid.
Did you not hear what we just said? We were busy giving you guys.
We were
names
telling
of the
you that we
shows.
watched
Is it
Seven
Scandal?
Along. Is it like
Oh,
Generations? But we never. But like
Generations.
I watched them when I was at my grand's house.
Rhythm
And
City.
Grand
Rhythm City, yo, guys, I never, because every time I only watch it when I'm at my grand's house, but I wouldn't watch it like religiously. So whenever I got in, I'd be more confused. But you know what? SABC got me into anime.
Yeah, fair
Okay, so we've got 4 more personal questions. I was just shook. I don't wanna lie. That was just wow.
The city and I need an old age home.
Honestly,
I know some,
I'm
don't worry.
just shook. I never thought that this day would come. But the second question is a nice follow-up to this first question. So the second question was, if you could invent a holiday, what would it be called and how would people celebrate it?
Ooh, that's a really
Holiday,
good one.
Yes.
like create a holiday.
Yes.
Ooh.
Why would I do that?
Yeah,
Because you've been given the power.
Yes.
You know
what?
how much
You know what? I'll
responsibility
start.
that is.
Okay,
You
I'll
know?
start. Okay, yeah, I'll start. Make it easy. You could create a holiday based on what you love, right? If it was like a holiday based on what I love, it would be like a pancake day.
there's already a pancake
Right.
day.
Oh, fantastic. So that means I don't have to do that. But it's more about what I hate. Like what I genuinely hate. And I'm a very picky eater, especially when it comes to stuff that smells horrible. And in my eyes, mayonnaise smells atrocious.
Mayonnaise is so
Mayonnaise is fantastic.
I hate it with all my heart, with every fiber in
You've
my
never had a
being.
good bean salad. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm okay then.
potato salad.
So, yeah, no thank you. No, thank you. I can't even stand the smell of it. So, my holiday would be destroy Mayo Day.
I will purposely
So,
make a potato
We
salad
will
on
go.
that day.
We will go, and like everybody is required to throw out all the mayo they have. Every
What?
single piece, anything that has mayonnaise in their house, any tangy mayonnaise, whatever brand it is, it must be thrown out.
What other
including,
community will riot against you?
including, because it's not just the houses that must participate.
Sure.
The shops, the factories, the entire supply chain
You
must
won't find
participate. And that will give me at least 3 to 4 months of no mayonnaise. I will be so happy.
Me with my
Like,
vagina.
I will be so happy. That's why you must be happy I'm not God. Because if I was God,
Mayonnaise wouldn't have been invented.
I would guess it would not even be invented in the first place.
Yeah, I can really relate, even though, you know, I like mayonnaise, I don't mind, but like, everyone I know is like really likes Frito chips, and I hate the
Fritos
smell.
are nice.
I know, I can't
Which one specifically?
Dude, any of them, the blue one, the red one, the brown, no, I hate the smell. So
No, barbecue
yeah,
smell.
I would probably also have a burn all the Fritos day, and I would have to make sure it's like in summer, when like people are all over it. Yeah, I hate that shit, man. It always
I
like makes me want to
Let me-
vomit.
I would have only been angry at you if you specifically hated the sweet chili ones.
The
So,
sweet chili ones are
because-
fantastic.
Yeah, sweet chili is like the best. So because you hate them all equally, I'm chill because I don't really care about the other two.
I'm an
so
equal
I'm
opportunist
chill with
hater. Like absolutely down with Fritos. Hashtag Fritos must fall.
Okay, mine. Oh, this is gonna start the part. I would love to have a purge day. So for those of you that don't know
that.
the
Wow, I'm not surprised. That's what I'm not surprised.
Psychopaths in
I'm
the
really
room.
not
So,
surprised.
purge.
Thanks for
I was first like really thinking what could it be, and then I was gonna say name it like a psychopath holiday, but what better suits psychopaths than the purge?
No.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know what the purge is, it's a movie where they have a day where they just go and kill people.
I didn't know it from a movie. I just knew it as a concept.
It's a whole movies franchise.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so my holiday, cause guys, yo, holidays. I guess what would I do? I guess like most of the holidays I would want to have already kind of exist, right? So like dress up, do like book day, like cosplay day, stuff like that. The purge stuff is already being taken. Assassin's Day, no, that's already like part of purge. I guess I'd have a disciplinary day. I'd either have a morally grey character day, where you have to like be like a morally grey character, like seriously, whole day, do research.
Caitlin is such a book talk girly.
Like, yo.
I'm not a book talk girly. I just
Like-
want to see what people would do on a morally grey day, right? Just like be morally grey for that entire day. Just wonder what it's like.
And in
And if I
Caitlin
didn't
fashion,
do-
she just made a PG purge. In Caitlin fashion, wow.
And if it's not like that,
PG-13 purge.
13 bird. Like, if it's not like a morally grey day, then I would be like an impulse day. This day, the entire day, no matter what you think, if you have that one thought, act on it.
I did it already.
There is chaos! The amount of kids that are gonna get molested is crazy! Like,
That is what you're talking about. That is straight up what you're talking. No. You said any impulse. That is no.
I'm adding rules.
Y'all
I'm adding rules.
psychopaths be not talking about consequences.
like, bruh, I don't think she understands how many pedophiles have the impulse.
Okay, so I'm adding regulation.
Darker.
You can't. I'm gonna make it
Darker.
PG. You can't. No molestation is allowed.
At least with
no
my purge,
murder.
it's just pure murder. You don't have to do it.
She's still saying PG. This is still very much PG. Because even in, but later.
Okay,
handle
I
this
really just want to redirect this conversation so we can move on. I would actually really love like a day, but it actually is the entire month where it's like wear a cape day. I just love capes, and I think wear a cape day.
We need a camera. We need a camera for Leila's face.
Like, Lena's like dead right now.
Mine caused you to feel more like pain.
It's because you said he brought up the child molesting.
Just say me.
Yeah,
How dare
you
you?
say impulse, because I'm thinking about what's the worst that can happen. Like,
Luis
Also,
Vito's gonna
Do
make
you
a
know
comeback.
how many people would just commit suicide?
yeah, bruh. People would,
Fair.
you'd be like, so many people would just go AFK, bro.
Okay.
Like, because the reason why I'm saying this, right, is that I have a lot of negative thoughts.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if people had no control over their impulses, bro, you don't even want to know what would happen.
Okay, wear a cape day, please move on.
Yeah, but I would love to wear a cape. The funny thing, guys, the funny thing about wearing a cape is sitting down while wearing one.
Yes.
You have to basically, put it to the side and then lift it up and then sit down and then put it on your lap.
I want
it's
a
fun.
cape like professors.
Okay, yeah.
Fair. Maybe we should have a model day. I don't know what it is. I've been thinking about modeling a lot lately.
You know.
So it could be like you go all out, you dress up like you're a model, and you walk like you're a model, and like it's just gonna
Everything's
be
model.
the whole.
Yo.
Imagine the
And
whole
then,
campus
you
being
know what
on
happens? Not only that, but then the actual models on model day have that entire time to not have to stress about being
They
a model.
have to wear sweatpants.
They have to wear sweatpants. They just have to do
go.
whatever they need to.
And-
They
and
need
you-
to be the photographers, whatever.
And I raise you on that. Not only are we being models, but it has to be high fashion looks as well.
Yes.
High fashion.
It
The
must be
most
trash can on your
good.
head.
Yes. It's
So
like
like do it on the
rambunctious, whatever that is. Yo.
Everyday man's Met Gala.
Okay. Now for the next question. This one is going to be slightly different. It's in a bit of a different space. And it is.
It's got so dark.
And it is,
Say
if
let's
you
go,
could turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what would it be and why? Okay, just raise that hand like
Caitlin
so.
has been thinking
Go
about
up.
this.
Reading.
I
Okay?
say-
Reading. Reading needs to be an Olympic sport. I am tired of people not understanding the frustration, the anxiety, do you know
We need
what
a camera
reading
to show
does
how
to people
Caitlin is
understand
sitting.
what is going on?
Yes.
I don't even know
Leila,
how
can
to
you please
describe
repeat that?
this. We need a camera to explain, so you can see how Caitlin is sitting. Let me try and explain this. So we're all used to the ADHD thing. I'll move the legs around on the chair, but Caitlin is kind of in if you do yoga, sort of butterfly pose. on top of the chair, where she's kind of
Fetal
squatting like a
position.
frog
Yeah.
on top of this rolly chair. And I don't know what
If
to
I
do
push
about
this chair right now,
There's
she's
so
gonna
much
go.
data.
Anyway,
Carry
carry
on.
on saying, right? Because think about it, right? If it's not a reading one, then it's how much mythology do you know and how much analysis can you go within books, right? Because do you know how many words you have to read in a sentence to understand? Because people don't get it. High fantasy reading is you need to learn a new language, new creatures, new understanding, new cultures, new systems to read the book first of all. Then you need to read all the series, go through a whole lot of emotional trauma. People don't understand what you get exposed to, still have to look at life normally, and then still have to move on the next day when you're done with the final book and sit there in a depression because you're not in that world, because it's better to run away from dragons and die than be in the real world, right? So that needs to be an Olympic sport. How many pages can you read and analyze with knowing the entire book series? Or how many fictional languages do you know? That's what we need.
So do you have any like proposed rules, a time frame, like because this is a sport?
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously. So the proposed rules are this: every genre will have a different section, right? So you're going to have different, like, you know how you get in like figure skating, you have like the professional, you got like fashion or whatever. Like in swimming, like you don't have like your de butterfly or whatever. So we'll split it by genre, right? Each genre will have a different section, right? So for romance readers and stuff, the minimum amount of books in that series, whatever you can read, will have to be 4, right? 4 or 3. Right. Then after that, if you're going to
Yeah.
sci-fi and fantasy, right, you need to either have a full series or you need to have a 2-book series that could be connected, potentially linked. Right. For high fantasy, because we understand high fantasy girls, you're going to have 2 or 3, right? Because we know how hectic high fantasy can be. For murder and mystery, you're going to have about 3 or 4 books in that series, right? Now, if you look at this kind of situation,
Not
right?
Caitlin physically demonstrating.
Yo,
Pay
I feel
attention,
like
people. Pay
I feel like
attention.
if we had Patreon, we would have like a recording of this entire thing that Caitlin is talking about right now
Yeah.
as its own probably 5-hour video.
Yeah.
Like Caitlin explaining the reading Olympics. What do you
Yeah.
guys think? What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Okay.
give us a vote on that. We'll do a poll.
Yeah.
Okay, so now listen, right? Now because every genre has different kind of aspects to it, we can't really have them all do the same thing. So within the romance one, when they're done reading it, okay, in the romance one, when they're done reading it, right, they're going to have to look at actual like real life like romantic scenarios and actually figure out how you apply that to the real world, right? So the novel that you've read, can you analyze it in real life? Because when you read, you don't just read for reading's sake. You read to analyze to apply. That's how it works.
So this is
Yeah,
basically an English literature exam.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be more fun because basically
and timed in an arena.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah,
only that,
basically.
but there'll be actual people you'll be shipping in the situation, okay? You need to understand that. Because here's the thing, in the sci-fi fantasy one, you're going to see, in your reading, are you able to apply the different fighting skills and the different type of, like, actual roles as a player you'd need to survive the actual scenario? In a high fantasy one, will you be able
That
to
is
survive?
crazy. Caitlin is basically saying if you're reading the Hunger Games, bro,
Yo.
as part of the Olympics, they're gonna put you in the Hunger Games.
Exactly.
So
But you won't
actually
die.
just describing like a live action video game based on a book.
But the
Basically.
thing is, no, here's the thing, right? You'll have a scenario that is like a generic scenario, but depending on the book or series that you've chosen to read, you'll have to apply that into the generic scenario,
That's
right? So that's what's gonna happen. So you're going to have different ideas of if you read an enemies to lovers and somebody else read like a strangers to lovers novel, right? And we put you in a situation where there's 2 enemies, right? Or like not enemies. You put 2 people that are like friends or something. They have different contexts. You are going to now have to figure out in this scenario of maybe 10 people or 20 how you're going to ship them together and let them actually survive, right? If you're in like a high fantasy one and you decided to read like historical fantasy and somebody else read like futuristic something and someone has like flipping like sorcerers and everything like the modern day age, and we put you in a scenario where you have to try to figure out how to survive like an apocalyptic situation where everything has like been doomed but fays have created, you'll have to figure out how to do that. So that's what you would do. Scenario, book, solve. And the winning team gets what they deserve. A lot of money to buy more books. And that is what you would do.
I would
No,
read
thanks.
books after that.
Dude, I think I would read books because I'm convinced Caitlin at one point in her life will like gain power and this is gonna actually like become almost mandatory.
Yeah.
So I feel like I should be getting ahead of this, but can we just quickly, before we move to Caitlin, appreciate that Caitlin went Eminem mode? Moving.
Watching K-dramas and being a K-pop fan. It's definitely a full-time job. You know what? At first I was gonna say stress, right?
Okay, I'm on board with that.
It's like I had so many thoughts. I was like stress, depression, university, mental breakdowns. No, let me go with something more light-hearted. Watching K-dramas. Let's just do that because that's like literally an Olympic sport. You guys don't understand. As somebody who spends so much time watching, like yesterday, you don't know how much I dread. Let me tell you there's a little thing, right? There's usually 16 episodes. Episode 13 and 14 is usually the 2 episodes where everything just goes wrong. And I dread it. And I feel so much stress and emotions and like complications, and I'm just so angry and I'm so all over the place in those 2 episodes. I definitely think it's worthy of an Olympic sport. It does. That's what
I think
saying.
because there's like just so many fans, the competition is gonna be crazy.
It'll kind of be like Squid Game coded.
Literally, like
so
yo.
cool.
Actually, no, imagine, can we please put this with games as part of an Olympic sport? That would be fun.
Caitlin, please.
Nobody
stop.
dies.
Stop it, Caitlin, please.
Paintball.
Guys, I feel like this is gonna be really anticlimactic because I just had like 2 ideas. One of which was just laser tag.
Yo, actually,
That would be so much fun.
actually.
And the other one was like to make a whole Olympic division, which is just the normal people division.
Yo.
Yeah, and like when you watch the professionals, you actually get a grasp of how good they are at this stuff.
Oh
yeah.
How good
Actually.
actually
I'd actually watch that. You just the normal, average, everyday people having their own Olympics, and it works like in a draft format.
Yeah.
Where it's literally based on randomness, and then there's by chance there'll always be maybe a random guy who's good, but he's like just the one out of like so many. And even though he's good, he's so bad that it makes the professionals look amazing.
Like for example, I watch figure skating. Figure skating is my shit. But because you're watching the professional division, you're kind of just going, okay, so it seems like all of them can do this stuff.
Yeah.
But if you step on the ice, you're dead, like immediately, dude. I need normal people to show me how impressive it is.
Actually, and I think the best way to do selection for this Olympics is like we have cameras on every single TV, and any person that complains why the professional athlete is doing something, they are the ones that are specifically picked to do it.
Yeah,
I think
like, oh, you
that
complaining?
only them. That would be fun. And I think just to piggyback on Layla before the next question, I'd say Baby Olympics because I saw a reel. I
also saw that reel.
I saw the reel. We've all seen the reel. It
I
was
haven't
so
seen
cute.
it.
I want to see it, and I want my kids to be the best because if the kids are that bad, man, you know
what we should have?
But then I'll get a midget. I'll get a midget, and I'll pretend he's a kid.
Midget Olympics.
I'll pretend he's a kid.
Olympics.
No, guys, you're
That's
missing the
called
point.
the Paralympics.
Yeah.
You're
Baby
missing the point,
Olympics.
damn it.
Baby Olympics.
Yeah, you're missing the point. I want the midget because he's gonna outperform all the kids, okay?
You know what we should
Damn
have?
it.
A reverse Olympics. You need to do as badly as possible.
And you might as well just stand at the starting
Yeah.
line.
Exactly, but the thing is, we need to see how badly you can stand at the starting line.
For our listeners out there, we haven't had load shedding in the longest time, and we think we just got load shedding.
Actually, we had a power outage here in Bram the other
Yeah.
day, and it's back today.
Was that a power outage or load shedding?
There was a power outage for
Yeah,
over
so
a week.
that's 2 different things. Like they're electioneering, so they're like no load shedding. But there's still infrastructural issues. Let's not talk politics, right?
No, that's not.
Okay,
That's
so I had another question, but I'm not gonna give it because Caitlin will not stop talking.
I promise
That's
I'll
a
keep
really
myself
good
restricted.
idea.
I can't give her that question. That question she cannot have. So
No, you can just
So,
restrict me.
it's a secret question. It's a secret question. Maybe if we have time at the end of the episode, we'll ask it.
Wait,
But
this up, people.
This is a nice question, and there's a twist. But I will not tell the twist until everyone has said their answer. Right?
I'm a fan of this.
So, if you were a superhero, what would be your ridiculous but somewhat useful superpower?
Ooh.
Okay, Caitlin goes first.
I wonder if it's ridiculous. Well,
It doesn't have to be ridiculous.
it doesn't have to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I would have the power of narrator or creation. Reason being, I want to be able to create any power I could imagine to have and write it into myself. So no matter the scenario, if I need to duplicate myself, I can narrate that power for myself and have it. But then the only drawback would be I can narrate for myself about 5 powers before it has to be recycled and rechanged. Which means I never have a limit of how many powers I can give myself, but I have a limit of how many I can give myself at a time. So that's what I want to do.
Layla?
This is like it's not ridiculous, it's kind of just petty. I wish I had the ability to just look at an academic text and understand it.
Yo, that's powerful.
No. Memory is one thing. I need to understand it too.
Like, understand, like...
This is
being able
linguistics
to-
talking.
Okay, no, actually, I'm not gonna roast that woman now. It's just generally, I just wish I could look at it and know what it's talking about. Guys, if you can't tell, exams are like right there and I'm panicking.
I'm sorry, love you. Study session together.
No, that's my thing. Okay.
I'm really thinking about it. Like, my answer has always been the same for years. The only one power I would want to have is control over the elements, which my friend keeps telling me that's Avatar. It's fine. I want control over all 4 elements because that's like ultimate power. But that's not ridiculous. If I was thinking about a ridiculous power, it would probably be telekinesis because I would love to mess with people.
Man, that's
I would
great.
love to.
That'd be fun.
That's a really good one.
really
Yeah.
You
nice
know?
one. A ridiculous power is like I want to be able to turn myself to yellow gloop. Like what's that gonna do?
Okay,
Oh,
so
guys,
now...
have you watched
my-
Sky High?
Oh, Sky High!
Bro,
Oh,
that's
my
a
word.
really good. That's like a for the memes shit movie, but it's so good.
I
I would
love it so
recommend
much.
it.
Like,
I love that movie. It's
I
just
don't
like a
care.
comfort movie.
Legit, I don't care what the critics say. This is like, I feel like Sky High is one of those movies where even if Rotten Tomatoes said it was 5%, I would still love it, man.
And
So,
I
I
would
would still
recommend
love
it
it.
to everyone. It's a school of superpowered kids.
And it's so fun.
It's so
And
fun.
now, oh wait, I have to say my power.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think mine is very like, I've always wanted to have this power since I was a kid, and I feel like it's the most broken superpower of all time. Like, I feel like if you have this power, you're the most powerful superhero because the applications are essentially limitless, and it is based on force equals mass times
Oh,
acceleration,
hectic, dude.
which is super speed.
Of course.
Because I'm super fast, I can generate infinite amounts of force. I don't have to live in traffic. I'm like, dude, I can basically vibrate through the wall. I can do so much, man. Like, there's just so much the Flash can do. I feel like he's the most powerful superhero. But that's a topic for another
The
day.
2 people
And-
with the proposal.
Nah, oh.
Just before we move, I did think of another one that's again just kind of petty. I would love the ability to stay calm in social situations.
That is
And
crazy.
just be able to talk to random strangers.
Oh, okay,
I can train you.
okay,
No,
okay.
stop it.
This makes the twist nice. Okay, Caitlin has another thing she wants to add.
About the super speed, I've never really thought of it as a superpower in the sense of me being a superhero, but in the sense of me being a vampire. Like I've always wanted. Like I'm a huge Twilight fan, so I pictured myself. I don't want to run these laps in Yellow Sport. I wish I had super speed.
See,
Literally.
I didn't think of it because of Twilight like that, but because of like my twin sister's a vamp. It's a book that I read.
Oh, I thought you were
Vampires are
talking
OP,
about your twin sister.
Vampires are OP. And now,
But the twist,
here's the twist.
the way he's talking.
And the twist is the person on your left decides like the weakness that comes with your power.
Oh, vibe.
So
Wow,
that means I get
Jose.
to choose Caitlin's weakness.
No.
Layla gets to choose mine. And then Caitlin gets to choose Layla's. And then Caitlin gets to choose Caitlin's.
Left is this way, so
Yes.
I choose your weakness. You
Yeah.
choose Layla's weakness.
No! I want to choose Caitlin's weakness. Oh, it's so good. I had a good one. You had such a good one. Damn it.
To change the question.
No, he's not allowed to change the question. We still didn't deal.
No, I'm saying before he thought of that.
Damn it. And I had such a good one for her power, for the narrating power. Ah!
Okay.
Like, I feel like you have it.
I feel like there's a danger. I feel like a danger approaching.
Actually, let's let
Wow.
okay, since Caitlin went first, she gets to choose the first weakness because it's like, yeah.
Okay, so let's say his weakness is speed. Right? I mean,
My
no.
power
Power
is
is
speed,
speed,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah. That evil long. Hey.
I would want your weakness to be it's just a twofold weakness,
Okay.
right? So you are only able to go fast or to like your top speed for less than 0.5 seconds. And if you try to overreach it, and only for like once or twice a day, and if you try to overdo it, then you lose a piece of your body due to the speed that your body can't handle. So if you go too fast for too long and too many times in a day, so you don't allow your body to actually rest, then the force will literally rip a part of you.
I think considering how fast I'll be, 0.5 seconds is enough. So I'm happy with that.
I'm just saying, on the days when you have 5 different projects and assignments and stuff, and you have to go to different meetings, and you have to skip that extra traffic and this load shedding, and you've already used your 0.5 second boost for the day, and you try to use it for the second time that day, you might lose an ear.
But I'll be like a normal person, so I'm okay with that.
Again, having a camera on Caitlin during that would have been insane because she was deadpan the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
and you might lose an ear.
Like nothing, like my goodness. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So now that means am I next? Do you guys want me to go next?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I have to choose. Okay, remind me of your power. So one is you said one is to be
Understanding
calm in social situations.
Yeah,
Right?
the other
And the
one is
other
to
one was
understand academic text.
academic text.
No,
By
so-
reading it.
No, just by looking at it.
Oh! Kaboom, you're blind.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're blind!
You're blind.
Yes.
You're blind and you're mute. That would
Like-
be like a double power because you can't actually talk in social situations.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, because I have to
wait,
keep one.
wait, no, then you just nerfed me.
Yes, that's the point.
No, but
You're supposed to
because
go
not
weakness.
being
I like
able
the
to
power.
talk in social situations means the power means nothing.
Exactly, not being able
Huh?
to see the thing means it's nothing. So you needed to say that she will go blind like maybe halfway through the day or something. Like depending on how much information she understands, her brain goes into like a freeze and she goes blind until she's used that information up and deleted it from her system.
Yeah, so not just one thing like off the bat.
That's why
Like,
my power has like a limit.
when you use it too much or when the
Exactly.
X
Oh,
thing
so I can't
happens.
say okay. So I can't be too rough about
That,
it.
yeah, because if I wanted to be too rough about it, I'd be like the moment you try to go into hyperspeed, you explode.
You just
It's like it's like a funny weakness, but okay, okay. But it has to be funny, so I have to upgrade it. I have to change it slightly. So it can't be all too overbearing, right?
bro.
Okay.
These are great
Okay.
one. I just enter an exam and forget everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've got 2 funny ones, right? So the first one is that she's blind, but listen, it doesn't mean she can't read. She can still read, but she needs to read in braille.
Okay.
So that's still, it's something. But there's a hindrance. And then for the social one, this one is gonna be a bit, it's gonna be a bit funny. Everyone else is socially awkward. So you're socially okay, but everyone else is socially
I
awkward.
love that. Actually go off. I love that. Alright, so for Caitlin's, we've got control of the elements and telekinesis. So I think every time you try to control one element, one of the others gets out of your control. So like if you're trying to earth bend, you might just get attacked by fire.
Wait, so you're saying when she controls one of them attacks her.
Yeah.
One of the others, that's fine. I like it.
Jealousy.
So you can't do it. You can't pull an avatar and like use them all at once together.
Yeah.
Because the moment you try to like go like and then water, I don't know, it goes like.
Yeah.
So that means she has to fight the person she's fighting and the elements as well.
But I mean that's kind of cool because and unpredictable. So if you can like predict when a rock is about to collide with your head, you can like stop the air and then move to the side.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you do
But
it
see,
right.
if I'm using air, I can also use the force to block whatever other element is coming at my
Exactly.
wall.
Yes.
Because I'm only
Yeah.
using one element to find both opponents.
exactly. That's
And
gonna be
then
fun.
telekinesis. This is gonna be a really petty weakness, but every time you use it, you get a migraine.
Yes! Yes! That's perfect! Oh my god!
I went the whole day with a migraine last Thursday, and I was fine. It's okay.
It's actually like
Petty
11.
is-
It's giving 11
So
vibes.
I see my enemy and I decide to trip them. I'm gonna get a headache.
You'd be like, it's fine. I'll deal with this headache. You on the ground.
Okay, so for Caitlin, if I remember correctly, you said you can manifest or bring into power any power that you want, but you only have 5 at a time before you have to recycle it. So I would say, first of all, you can't use more than 1 power at the time of the powers that you have. Like you have 5 powers available to you, you cannot use more than one of them at that one time. And if you try to, your battery is going to drain out basically faster.
Ooh.
So there should be a time limit on how long you can keep these 5 powers with a battery set on you. And the more you use one or more of them or try to, the quicker that battery drains, leaving you powerless once that battery
She
drains.
gave you an HP stat.
She gave me an HP stat.
Literally.
The fact, like, can we talk about the fact that I gave myself a weakness and then she was like trying to make the weakness worse?
Yeah,
But I have a question.
it's not enough of a weakness, bro.
It's not enough.
But I have a question. How do I recharge?
You have to stop everything and sleep.
Time. I think
Yeah, actually,
time
sleep
limits.
was a song.
Time limits is a good thing. I was actually going to say you're going to combust, but I
Oh.
decided to put a battery
I like
instead
that.
of
The combustion one.
If you're overcharged, you just combust.
But how do I charge?
Sleep,
I
bro.
think the thing I was gonna say was gonna be kind of funny. That like you essentially forget all your like you basically go to the mind of a kid. You have the mind of a child, basically.
Oh, I like that.
So that means the moment you get your power,
you turn into
you
a baby.
become basically 1 month old or 1 day old.
In your brain.
Hectic.
Yes.
Well,
So you
know
have
what?
to
That
go.
actually
So
becomes-
it's gonna take you like a couple years for you to be able to use your powers effectively.
Okay, oh, you mean like change into... So I thought you said mentally.
No,
you said,
mentally you basically a child.
So now you said I mentally like regress, right? And I can control how far I regress to depending on how much I use it. If I mentally regress to like the age of 4 or 5 or something, knowing the type like of how I was as a kid, I would just make more OP powers and then continue and win.
No,
and I would
wouldn't
beat
say-
you with the brain of a 6-year-old.
I wouldn't say that necessarily. It's basically like you lose, like you. Let's say you're now like 18, right? It's
19.
basically you mentally become a 1-year-old the day you get your powers. So all that does technically is that it just pushes you back. It's not that you're gonna continually go back. It's just when you got your power, you mentally became a 1-year-old.
What happens if you were born with your power?
You weren't.
No, I get you weren't born with your power, dog. Yeah, so that means you got your power today, the same day you got your power, you lost all your consciousness and went back to the mind of a 1-day-old baby, and then it's gonna take you like 6 or 4 years for you to catch up, basically. Your powers are useless for like 6 or 4 years. Yeah.
I like Caitlin's weakness. I just want to know how I recharge. Go.
Okay, so now for the next question. This one is kind of like it's like a bit of a change because we've been doing a lot of power stuff. This one is, what's the weirdest food combination that you secretly love? Caitlin first, or she put her hand up, right? You're
Just gonna say that chocolate and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not actually. So my favorite weird food combination, according to people that say it's weird, is croissant, jam, cheese, and a sunny side up egg on top.
Jam?
That's not that wild though.
Jam
croissant, jam, cheese.
and a sunny side up egg.
Yeah.
With a little bit of hot
That
sauce.
makes sense.
You know what? That's disgusting.
Bad. I wouldn't eat it,
No,
but
no,
it's
no,
not.
no, no.
It's basically
Listen,
like
listen,
bread, bro.
listen,
wait,
listen,
jam. Wait,
Wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait,
okay,
And
yeah.
wait, can I
Yeah,
let me just
no.
explain this to you, right? Jam. Cheese, why? Then the sunny side up egg is the one with the runny yolk. Once that breaks, you're mixing all of that together.
That sounds really good though.
I think like
Because
it's
you have your
okay
sweet,
except for
your
the
savory and the
it's,
cheese.
it's the same except for the jam.
Egg yolk.
Like I'm there except for the jam. Like
Okay, fair.
jam should not be in that combination. Like if jam was removed, it's a decent combination.
I'm
It's
not
just
gonna
like-
tell you what other stuff I put eggs with.
Yeah, please don't. Please. Next, Caitlin. Let's see.
I actually don't have any like weird ass combination. People eat weird stuff. I don't.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
But
Leila?
wait. You're not gonna like this. I put mayonnaise on everything.
Yeah.
For me, because I'm staying on bread, I have to have a jar of mayonnaise in the cupboard. The one just finished, the other one is still in the cupboard. I put it on my sandwiches. When my granny makes chicken tikka, I will take a spoon of mayonnaise and I'll put it with that. I literally put it everywhere on all my sandwich, except I don't mix it with things like jam.
I don't put mayonnaise and jam.
Jam and mayonnaise
It's
is
a
too
little
far.
bit
That is the crime against humanity. Like, I love jam because actually my combination is related to jam, actually. I love jam way too much to see it get violated by mayonnaise. Like, I cannot. So my weird combination, maybe you guys won't find it weird, but I would assume some people would, which is like dumpling. You know when you make dumplings, and then like I kind of put jam on it. Like,
But that's delicious. I've done that
sounds
before. That's
really
not
serious. So I'm not weird. Oh yeah, baby.
No, Caitlin side eyeing you with
not
That's
dumplings with the meat and stuff, like the other dumplings, like just
No, not
dumplings.
so. Yeah, I think
Wait,
that's the
dumplings.
difference.
That's
It's
what I'm
because I
looking
don't
for.
put it
Why?
with the meat. It's on its own.
yeah. If it's on its own and you're putting
Basically,
jam,
That's
fine.
different.
Okay, fair. And then it's with bread.
Yeah,
At least
it's
Yeah.
it's like a bread thing.
Basically.
Oh no, if you're putting
Yeah.
meat with jam, right? That's it.
Yeah, no. It's like the dumpling on its own with jam.
Says the one with jam and
eggs.
Yeah. I think I'm too much of a picky eater to have a weird food combination. Unless if you guys have never ate up and milk.
I have.
No, that's not that way.
That's normal, right?
No.
So yeah, I don't have one because
That's
yeah,
normal?
I'm too much.
It
of a-
is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
like especially putu, like putu and milk.
Like you said, I'm also a picky eater. You won't catch me eating all of these weird things that you people eat. You won't catch me.
I want to one day give you a croissant with not with the egg.
You know how much
but
can
croissant with whipped cream. So whipped cream, jam,
already got me
chocolate
at
sauce.
whipped cream. That's
chocolate
me.
sauce, and you put that all together, right? But then you just add a little bit of spices in there.
You know how
I can kind of understand why that would be good, so I can't really go against. I wouldn't eat it, but I can understand why it would be good.
sweet and spicy now. You know how long it took for me, for one of my best friends to convince me to have condensed milk on bread?
Ah, whoa,
Easy.
whoa,
Condensed milk
whoa,
on
whoa,
bread.
wait,
Whoa.
I know, I'm sorry, you're alone there. Your friend,
Offside. That is offside, dude.
No.
Can we
I'm
get
not-
clear
Yeah,
on
yellow
that?
card, red card.
She
Yo.
loves it, and I tried it, and at first I was like, oh, there needs to be a camera. You see,
It's the way we all disperse.
It's
like-
It's disgusting.
it is disgusting.
Yeah, you should have used that one.
No,
Yeah,
I moved, but I don't
away
like
from
it. You see, I don't like
Okay,
it.
Okay.
let's hear Layla's one. Let's see any combination.
Okay, yeah, so now I've been thinking about this a lot because I'm also a really picky eater. So if
Okay.
even if you give me like a chicken in sauce with vegetables, it takes a lot for me to put the chicken and vegetable on the fork together.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, she reminded me something with the condensed milk. I haven't had it in a really long time. But my grandmother used to make this avocado and condensed milk porridge. And it was really good. Give me apple.
Oh my. Wow.
What?
I don't even want to know how that gets cooked.
No.
No, you don't cook it.
Please tell me how.
So
Like a guacamole with condensed milk, or just like
yeah, so you know, like if you have an avocado and you're gonna put it on toast, you take out the flesh and you
Yeah.
smash it, and then you put it in the condensed.
if you want to know how
Put the condensed milk. You mix it.
The kitchen is literally like facing the door. She's so
I was
far away.
actually gonna say biltong on pizza, but that's so normal compared to the avocado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Isn't avocado a
comparison.
whole vegetable?
Yes, it is.
And you
fruit.
put
It's
it
a
in
fruit.
Oh, okay, whatever it is.
Is it a vegetable or
condensed
fruit?
milk?
It's a fruit that grows on trees.
It's not even a
Oh.
sweet fruit. Like if it was a strawberry with condensed milk, I would understand. But it's
Yeah.
avocado.
No, you know when there's animes when the one character's sitting in the corner disappointed with like those little black lines over there? That's
Oh
it.
yes, black lines. Yes.
Yeah, just the sweat.
Okay.
How is
now,
it the
now
most
for
picky
the.
eater has the most weirdest thing in their life?
Yeah, I know.
Also, y'all be too picky.
Yeah, but I,
Dude, what do you want? It's my mental health. That's it. I can't tell you anything else. It's just I was born this way.
Yeah. So
Okay,
next
so
one.
here's the next one. This one is a bit, it's also a bit different as well. Very different from a lot of the questions. And this is, what is the most embarrassing fashion trend you followed when you were younger?
None.
Fedoras.
Oh man, I just imagined Layla in a fedora right now.
I had like 4 different fedoras and they were all equally disgusting looking.
4!
Yeah, like the one was like a denim fucking fedora.
No way, a denim, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think the other one was just the double denim thing. It was so all over.
Like, is that Layla?
Yeah!
Layla the platypus?
Yeah, it was fedoras. Oh, and like really overwhelming sequins things. I was just always
Yo.
wearing sequins with my damn. I had a sequin fedora!
I also had like a black one. It was plastic. I think for me, it was those dresses that were also like it's a top, right? But it's a bit long, so you wear it with the tights, and then you wear these. I also had those twinkly. I can't remember those shoes with the lights.
I also had those.
Yeah, no.
And if I
My
look back,
uncle worked for that company for a really long time.
yeah, if I look back, I'm like, whoa.
Okay, if you're talking about that shoes, because like guys, I didn't follow fashion trends.
Cause she's different,
I
guys.
think
She's not like the other girls.
I'm not like the other girl.
That's like the biggest.
Anyway.
Not like other girls. Oh my gosh.
But if you
That's
couldn't
not
talk
funny.
about the shoe thing, I actually like so you know the shoes that with like glow, right? So my brother liked them, so like I also got them because I also liked them. It wasn't because other people were wearing it. I was just like, oh, my shoes glow, that's nice. And then the Rolly shoes, like, because I was like, not because of fashion, but I was like, if I want to get to that one math class that teacher always beefs with us if we're like a second late, I would like to like roll in, watch her, and then roll right into the classroom, like just like for pure sass reasons.
I feel like we all like those shoes.
Yeah,
I like those shoes.
So like, that's what I said.
Heelys are not embarrassing.
Yeah, they're
if
not.
you had Heelys, you were the coolest person
Literally,
in the world.
literally.
I didn't have it built in on the shoe though. I had like the little blue ones that you attached to
That's
the shoe.
still so cool, dude.
So I had it attached to any shoe I wanted it.
We grew up in the early
Like-
2000s. This is why we're so
Yeah, I
obsessed
think
with
the Heelys are so cool, man. Like they're like the best thing.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I was always a little bit of a fashionista growing up. Right, this comes from my mom. But the one thing I regret is with my hair in grade 8 and 9 because I used to do this side path and go here. And if I look back at those pictures, because the side path was a thing back then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way
Now
would I
it's
ever
not.
do that ever. It was bad. It was
No,
like
I just wanted to
cringe.
Everybody now use that as like a meme for emo people.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just the emo people.
If you look back at my old pictures, my friends are all telling me now, you look like you were emo.
Damn good.
Hectic.
I just wanted braids.
Go on, the city.
So I think mine is back then it was like a big thing, and I grew up in the township, so back then being a Scotsman was very popular.
Oh.
You know, and I think now that I'm of course it's down. So for the people who are listening who don't know, a Scotsman is basically like a person who kind of like shows off. It's like you know how rappers talk about how much money they have.
Yeah.
Except this was like very broke people who steal their granny's pension money to buy expensive clothes and then spill Ultramel everywhere.
Don't tell me you did
I
that.
knew like 4 people who did that. Like that exact thing.
No, right? And then
I'm concerned for our
you would
society.
even throw 5 rands into the drain
Yeah.
to like flex. They would tear money.
Do you know how many chappies you can get with a 5%?
Like
and you
right.
wasting it.
Like the thing is, back then it was so cool. It was in our heads as kids. We thought that was like that. Like you had money. Like in my head, I used to think when I saw rich people coming from overseas, then I'm like, you see, they think they rich. They must see Scotanes, bro. They must see Scotanes, bro. So I got the Cabela. Yeah. I got
What's a favela?
What's a
Yo.
favela? Guys, you're not telling
You
us.
colored it, you don't know what cabelas are.
Bruh, here's my thing, my parents were very, like, in the way they raised us, they were, like, as much as we were exposed to a lot of the color culture, and as much as, like, we went to elders and stuff like that, many of the stuff they also kept us away from.
Cabela's not the bad.
Cabelas.
Cabela's not bad colored culture.
No, but
Cabela's
Cabela-
just
Yeah.
any man colored culture. It's a
Yeah.
shoe.
The shoe.
It's
Wait,
a
I
shoe.
think I've heard of it. Like, show me an
super
image.
expensive.
Okay, oh, wait. Let me also highlight for the day. I don't know brand names. The only brand names I know was maybe Puma and Nike and Adidas because like a sports stuff. But I never bought brands. In fact, the one time when we went, like we got a gift like from my dad's work partner in like France and stuff. And my mom, like I got this bag, a big bag, and I was like, oh, this is so nice. I can put my stuff for the beach. So I thought I'm gonna use it for the beach. Nochamals, guys, apparently it's a very expensive brand, and my mother had a heart attack when she saw me come back from the beach with it. Oh, died. Oh, sis, man. Anyway,
Send me a picture. I'll put it on the.
did you wear it the right way though?
Yeah, I mean I wore it normally.
Did you
Okay.
wear socks with it?
Yes, I can't remember.
The light browns are the
That-
classics.
The light brown.
I think I probably wore secret socks with it. But
Yeah,
I
that's
know the
better.
ones I had were so cool. And when I got them, bro, I was and the thing is back then, having like I think the shoe was like 1.8 back then, the one that I got. Nowadays, like 1.8 is like you getting like a Nike. Back then, if Nikes were not 1.8 like that, bruh. Cabello was like the only mad expensive shoe.
So you see,
So yeah, I'm happy I
grew
grew
up when the cost of living crisis wasn't this bad.
yeah, but imagine that. So yeah, I don't know brands. I literally can't.
Wait, but what is the bags brand by the
So
way?
the badge brand was Logos something. This was something that says Lagos something. So it's like a.
Oh, I wish it was something I knew.
I can no. I think you'll know it. It has like a little. So on the
Lacoste.
yes, it's a Lacoste. I didn't know.
Lacoste.
Lacoste, dude, the one with the...
The crocodile, bruh.
Yeah, she
I
said
don't
an LEG.
I don't know if it's wait. I
I
think
thought like when you
wait.
said like I thought
Wait,
it was
no,
like
wait,
a
no,
I was
luxury
gonna say
brand.
like-
no, wait, it's not.
Yeah, I thought it was
It's
like
not
a Louis
Lacoste.
Vuitton.
Guys, it's not Lacoste. It's not.
Really
It's not Lacoste. Sorry, it's not Lacoste. It's another one. Lacoste is the crocodile. I know those ones with the tops. It's another one. So I'm not saying a crocodile. It had like so it's in a circle and it was like it's like a little card thing in the middle, and it was I know it wasn't Lacoste because my mom I would know Lacoste. So it was like this big. I think I have it actually here by my dorm. I still use it for like normal life, but I'll show you guys another time.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys.
Okay, so I think we'll end it there for personal questions. And what's left is the would you rather and the pop culture quiz. But as you can see, based on the time that we have already covered, we are going to blue balls you guys again. This is going to be a two-parter episode. And yeah, it's sad news, guys. We're really sorry, but this is a mid-season break.
Woo!
So you're being left on a crazy cliffhanger now.
Yes.
You're gonna wait. You're gonna wait probably 10 years for
Yeah.
the second half of season 2. Season 1, sorry. You're gonna wait 10. I'm joking, not 10 years.
We're not gonna pull over Ryan High School. So yeah. So for that statement and for that reason, next time on the season we'll be going through the next 2 parts of this. Maybe you might get a reaction of the bag I was talking about. But for now, we love you, we keep you. Don't be ignorant, don't be arrogant, and enjoy your break.
And one last thing, if you guys want to participate, leave your answers to the questions in the comments. Like whatever fun answers you have, set them up in the comments. Especially if you do the superpower one, we will respond with your
Yeah,
weakness.
and we'll repost all of the ones that are
Funny.
good.
Yes.
Ba, 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 ba.